Have you ever experienced an unintended consequence? Well, I have. As you know, we flood irrigate, right? And there's around our house sits in the middle of our land, but there's a moat all the way around it. As we flood irrigate, the water goes into the trench, into the moat, redirects to the other side, and then continues to irrigate around the house. It's basically an island in the center of a full flood irrigated field. When I took out this aspen tree here for the new greenhouse, I removed, well, you guys saw it, that gigantic root ball, right? Well, I never put any dirt back here, and now this grade is all lower. I flooded, you didn't see this, I should have got the camera. When I flooded this the other night, I went to bed. What normally happens is the water goes in the ditch right there, it rotates around, no problem. I had a virtual river flowing right through my freshly graded area with my first 2 courses of box, destroying everything. So I got to do that twice, and that's always a fun thing to do. We need to get some dirt, and we need to rebuild this levee so that doesn't happen anymore. Let's go see about the water. Let's turn that on. We'll do a race. Can I raise the levee faster than the water can get here? I think we probably can. Actually, this might be a better perspective here. So the water, as it floods across here, goes into this. This is a pretty deep depression, and this elevation between here and the greenhouse is probably close to 16, 18 inches or so. What happened was the water came in here and just funneled directly in right where that stump was and just ran straight through there and just dug a big ditch. So let's raise this whole area right here and then turn the water on it. Let's go check the status of the water, see if we even have enough water for this. And indeed we do. We got a full ditch today. Seems like there's been a lot more water later in the summer. I imagine folks are kind of done irrigating. We being at the end of the ditch. You know, sometimes we don't always have it when we need it, but we got it today. So let's go open the floodgates. On the other side of the driveway, you can see a lot better. This is a 24-inch culvert, and that's running at 50%. So that's a lot of water. Let's see who's smart in the comments. Which one of you math guys can figure out how many gallons per minute half of a 24-inch culvert can flow? Be interesting to know. I know what you're saying. The non-professional homeowner will say, it would be wiser to build your levee, build your dike before you turn the water loose on it, giving it a chance to be packed down and settle in and not pushing you too fast to get your work done, right? But the professional homeowner, he realizes it is motivated best by fear. Now we take lessons from the great man and explorer Cortez, who after discovering the New World, promptly burnt his ships. Therefore his crew, they were motivated to make a good go of it. There was no turning back. I'm going to take the Cortez method and just open up the full gate and see if we can't get it done before we get our feet wet. This is head gate number 2. There's a lot of water flowing today. This is the one, the gate that will be the most direct route right to the greenhouse area. So let's block this up and start the flow and get to work on our dirt moving. I can't even begin to put a value on having this water on my land. Whoa. I guess I better move my quad. We are going to get our feet wet here, brothers. So it's about 600 feet from here to the house. So I don't think it'll take too long for it to get there. Fortunately for me, I had my trailer loaded up last night just for such a situation. I'll tell you what, if you were to ask me what would the first piece of equipment I would buy on a homestead if I didn't have anything, the first thing I would buy would be a side-by-side, a 4-seater or better. The second thing I'd buy, now this is presuming I already have a pickup. Yeah, you wouldn't even want to begin without that. Would be, I think, a dump box trailer. I've used this ever since, I've used it every day, I think, since I've had it. It is the handiest thing in the absolute world. I don't know why I waited so long. I don't suppose you guys are going to be too keen on me running the cat right here. Should we take
10 minutes?
Take 10, 20 minutes here?
It's pretty nice.
Maybe an hour?
Well, Jack's got his game and it's 3. His game's at 4:30.
4:30? 250?
I might walk over there. I gotta get some exercise. You gonna drive over?
I'll probably take my one wheel over.
No, I might deliver and just go along.
It is 7:30. The water's in. It feels like fall today. This is the first time I think I've put Pendleton wool on. This is the best time of year. It's like the best time of year starts right now. Let's go see how our little levee did. Everything looks perfect. It's holding it back just what we wanted. I put quite a bit of dirt in there. I put almost 4 yards of dirt in, and leveled all that out, and now that'll keep that water. Before it was running right through there, it was washing out the garden bed. So that's going to be really nice, and that's kind of a nice feature for her too. It's like having a little miniature lake there, and that goes across here by these aspens, and then also down there. But I see one problem. Do you see we've got some water on the driveway there? Let's find out where that's coming from. The irrigation water needs to go from there all the way across here, where it kind of falls into a series of culverts. It goes through the driveway and then irrigates the other side of the shop. Here you can see it's coming over its banks a little bit, so that tells me right here we're going to need to build this up a little bit and bring some dirt in here. So it's lapping over. This is kind of a low spot. Just right here, that's it. So from this aspen to this one needs to be raised up about 3 or 4 inches. It's also coming in right here, but not very much. It's actually the bulk of it is all right here. Then we can prevent the driveway from getting washed out and keep all that water running around like it's supposed to. So let's go see what's going on at the other end. And from there, down here to the culvert, where it crosses the road, goes the other side. Looks like there's some grass and stuff in there. Gotta keep these guys cleaned out. That's a lot of water. That is really something. I just can't get over what an amazing thing that is. Well, that's about it. It's getting late, 8 o'clock. So I'm thinking about getting a skid steer, or what is it, a compact track loader, a Caterpillar, a small one. We've got some big projects coming up, and it's so hard to find guys to come out and do the work. Everyone's so busy right now, and you just almost can't do it. It just makes sense we'll just do it ourselves. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I talked to my local dealership. Unfortunately, he's got a couple options. I was thinking about maybe going out there and taking a look at one. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video on that. Maybe they'll let me bring my camera, and it might be kind of a fun thing. I've been researching them quite a bit, and I've decided kind of what I think I want, and he's got that. So let me know and put it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.
Where you been? Come back home, begin again. Old routine, creak and screamed, oh baby, dream. And I return